good news and an important reminder for millions of Americans who rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or other retirement benefits. A major date is coming up that you need to mark down right now. All Social Security retirees should do this on October 15th. That's right, mark this date because it could bring one of the biggest updates of the year for millions of seniors and disability beneficiaries. Do you receive Social Security retirement benefits? Circle your calendars for October 15th. This is not just another ordinary reminder. This date can directly impact your monthly income, your retirement security, and even your household budget heading into 2026. Now, let's break down why October 15th is so important, what's changing, and how you can protect yourself from scams that are circulating right now. All Social Security retirees should do this on October 15th. We are just 1 month away from a critical date for retirees, SSI recipients, SSDI beneficiaries, and millions of Americans relying on monthly checks. On October 15th, 2025, the Social Security Administration, SSA, will officially announce the new cost of living adjustment, COLA, for 2026. This annual adjustment determines how much your monthly benefits will increase starting January 1st, and while some years bring only minor changes, this year could be different. Why? Because lawmakers and advocates are pushing to switch the formula that calculates COLA from the outdated CPI-W, Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, to the CPI, Consumer Price Index for the elderly. Why does this matter? The CPI-W is tied to workers' expenses, not seniors' needs. That means rising costs for housing, groceries, utilities, and prescription drugs, things seniors spend the most on, are not fully reflected. Switching to CPI-E would better represent retirees' actual living costs. If Congress makes this shift before October 15th, seniors could see not just a 2.7% increase, as projected under CPI-W, but potentially a much larger boost, $300 to $500 more annually. That's real money in your pocket. So what should you do? Simple. Circle October 15th on your calendar. Pay attention to the official COLA announcement. This decision will set the tone for your 2026 financial year. Do you receive Social Security retirement benefits? Circle your calendars for October 15th. If you're currently retired or planning retirement, this date matters even more. October 15th is when you'll know if your monthly checks can keep up with inflation or if rising Medicare premiums will wipe away most of the gain. Here's why this matters. According to the Senior Citizens League, TSCL, the expected COLA for 2026 under the current formula is just 2.7%. But inflation for seniors has been far higher. Groceries are up 21% over the last 3 years, and rent and medical bills are climbing faster than ever. If Medicare Part B premiums rise again, as they usually do, many seniors will see little to no increase in their net Social Security income. That's why lawmakers like Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative John Larson are pushing reforms.
But that's not all we must do. At a time when 22% of seniors are trying to survive on less than $15,000 a year, imagine that. 22% of seniors trying to survive on $15,000 a year. Nearly half of older workers have no retirement savings. Our job must not only be not to cut Social Security, we've got to expand Social Security benefits and extend the solvency of Social Security for the next 75 years. And the way to do that, as most of you know, is to simply lift the cap on taxable income so that the wealthiest people in our country start paying their fair share of taxes. Right now, a billionaire, some guy's making zillions of dollars every year, pays the same amount into Social Security as someone who makes $176,000 a year. If we end that absurdity, we could expand Social Security.
Sanders' Social Security Expansion Act would not only switch the formula, but also raise benefits by $200 a month, $2,400 per year, by lifting the payroll tax cap on the wealthiest Americans. Larson's Social Security 2100 Act echoes similar reforms, protecting and expanding benefits for today's retirees and future generations. So, if you're a Social Security recipient, October 15th is not just a date, it's a financial checkpoint. That's when you'll know whether the fight for a fairer COLA formula has succeeded and whether your 2026 benefits will reflect real-world costs. Scammers target older adults with fake Social Security email now. Before we move further, I must warn you about a dangerous trend. Scammers target older adults with fake Social Security email. Thousands of seniors across the country are receiving emails that claim their Social Security number is linked to criminal activity. These emails threaten to suspend your benefits unless you contact them immediately. Here's the truth. The SSA will never email you asking for sensitive information. They will not threaten to cut off your benefits in this way. If you click or call back on these fake messages, scammers may steal your personal data, bank details, or even reroute your Social Security payments. Think about it, seniors living on fixed incomes are the most vulnerable. Losing 1 month of benefits could mean missing rent, prescriptions, or groceries. That's exactly why scammers target retirees. So here's my advice. If you receive a suspicious email, do not click any links. Report it directly to the Social Security Administration Office of the Inspector General, OG. Only trust official communication via SSA.gov or mail notices you can verify. Remember, your Social Security benefits are your lifeline. Don't let fraudsters snatch them away. One of the nice things about retirement is that you can make your own schedule. What you do is what you want to do. At least, that's how an ideal retirement looks. Retirement should mean peace of mind, not stress over whether your monthly check will stretch far enough. But millions of Americans today are struggling to make ends meet. Consider this: 22% of seniors live on less than $15,000 per year. Nearly half of older workers have zero retirement savings. Rising costs are hitting retirees harder than almost any other group. That's why these policy decisions, like COLA adjustments and benefit expansion, matter so much. It's about preserving the freedom to live retirement on your own terms. Imagine if Social Security expansion became reality. Every retiree would see $200 more per month. Benefits would be adjusted based on senior-specific inflation, CPI. The wealthiest Americans would finally pay their fair share, making the program solvent for the next 75 years. That's the kind of change that can transform retirement from survival mode into something closer to the freedom and dignity seniors deserve. So let's recap. All Social Security retirees should do this on October 15th. Circle this date. It's when the SSA announces next year's COLA. Do you receive Social Security retirement benefits? Circle your calendars for October 15th. This year could bring more than just the usual 2.7% increase. If reforms succeed, it could mean $300 to $500 more annually. Scammers target older adults with fake Social Security email. Don't fall for it. SSA never asks for sensitive info by email. Report scams directly. One of the nice things about retirement is that you can make your own schedule. But that ideal only works if Social Security benefits keep pace with real inflation. That's why the push for CPI-E and expansion matters so much. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you support switching from CPI-W to CPI-E for fairer Social Security increases? If yes, type in the comments, "I support CPI-E." And if you believe seniors deserve a $200 monthly boost, say so, because the louder we raise our voices, the harder it is for lawmakers to ignore us. This is Eli's USA, here to keep you updated and empowered in your retirement journey. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.